Boom, Mike.
How's it sound?
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together. Together in my room. Boom, 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 boom.
Sound check.
Was that a good sound check?
Can that be the intro?
As you may have noticed, there are a few people who have Chinese tattoos and Japanese tattoos and Sanskrit and you know bits of foreign language. So I have some foreign language on my person, and here we have Bulgarian, and it translates directly as "gay balloons on a horse," which I feel really speaks to the soul.
Tattoos aren't something to be taken as a joke because they're on you for the rest of your life. But if it's something that has either a meaning to you or something that you're not going to look at when you're like 50 odd and think, why the hell did I do that? Then go for it. I'm Megan, I'm from Norwich, I've lived in Norwich pretty much my whole life. I've got some flowers on the side here and I've got some proper great big fairy wings on my back. When I was about 5 years old, my auntie is very much into fairies, and my sister and I have been fairies ever since. So that was kind of the reasoning behind it. You know, I've grown up my whole life with her calling us her fairies. So I thought I'd just, you know, put them on there.
I'm Tal Jason Bruin. I was born in the States. Came here when I was about 5 with my mum. Yeah, I've got an old gang tattoo here and an old safety pin and an India ink tattoo down here. Yeah, that one was literally just done with safety pin and some of it was done with biro ink as well. So most of that kind of scabbed out as we went. There was always one person in the background who came through and was like, "Has anyone got any gloves? So we can do it professionally, you know? Like, let's clean up everything." And they're like, no, you gotta do it like this, doing all professional, but no one knew what the fuck we were doing. That's why I never want that one changed much. I never want it fixed. Even if I get my whole body covered in really good, high quality tattoos, I never want that one fixed. Because that one's always gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember that, that's my stupid pretend fiance in the States did that A and I carved out with a knife. And then my friend did that and he did the L upside down. You know, stuff like that, so I wanna keep it kind of how it was. I think a few times we dipped them in vodka because we figured that would help to, you know, sterilise them.
But I'll tell you one story. I'll tell you a very good story about people that judge tattoos. My mother fucking hated tattoos, right? She cannot stand the idea of tattoos. And when I came home at like 15, 16, whatever it was, when I got my first tattoo, she was not happy. She cried her eyes out, and every tattoo I got more, I had to deal with my mum being really, really unhappy about it, and she said, oh, you know, you're a perfect baby, why would you want to scar yourself like that? And I was like, Mum, it's not a big deal, it's a tattoo, as you do when you're a teenager. But then when I got my Where's Wally tattoo, she went to this cookery class, right, that she was just going to at the time. And there's this woman there at this cookery class who's seen the article in The Guardian or something about my tattoo. And she's sitting there like this fucking bitch face on, like sort of like, oh my god, it's just vile, it's just fucking awful. Yeah. And then my mum stands the fuck up and goes, do you know what, fuck you, that's my son, you know, that's my son, don't you dare speak about him in that way, what he's done there is amazing for charity. She since then, because I guess she saw a reflection of herself in that, but since then has absolutely no problem with it at all. And has changed her views on tattoos because she doesn't want to be that woman in a cookery class that was being such a dick about it.
It's pretty cool, that.
I think it's awesome.
My name's Peter. I'm fortunate enough to come in here every now and then for Saturday jobs and bits and bobs. I was was 19, and it was this one on the inside of my arm there, which is a drawing of me by a 4-year-old. I was babysitting my ex-girlfriend's little boy. I was having a little bit of a competition with him to see if he could get to the fridge and back with a beer. So I was timing him, saying, "Go Casper, 30 seconds to do it." And he comes back, and yeah, I got a bit drunk. And we were doing some colouring in, permanent markers and things like that. Nodded off in a chair, probably something like this. And he drew all over me with a permanent marker. And that was one little thing he drew on my arm. And I quite liked it, so I asked him in the morning what it was, and he said it was a picture of me, so that's how that started. A bit of a whim. I've got a bit of a Star Trek thing. I can't say that's my only Star Trek tattoo, I have got another one. Convinced my mate to get the same one, so we can contact each other.
I think people use tattoos as a way of coping with loss, to help with bereavement, purely because of the fact that every time they see that tattoo, whether they catch it in the mirror, you know, or anything like that, you know, their mind instantly goes to that person and something positive to do with them.
This is a problem I have with art in general. If you go to a school to learn art or anything, after you do something like, so what was your meaning behind that? Sometimes you just want to do something because it looks fucking awesome. Like skull and crossbones on your neck. Why? I'm not a pirate, of course. Just they look awesome, you know? Just get it done.